Madrid get one back. Just like that. Madrid get one back. And it's Vinicius again. This guy cannot stop scoring against us. He just cannot stop scoring against us.
Probably thinks, one goal, we're playing well, it'll be okay.
Gomez. Back to Alisson. Oh no! Oh no. Oh my God, man. Oh my God.
He knows. I think at that point, Liverpool fans kind of knew what was going to come. Maybe not to the extent, but they kind of knew something bad was on the way.
Modric. And Madrid have taken the lead. Madrid have taken the lead. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute into the second half, and Madrid are already 1-0 up. Madrid are already up. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute into the second half.
This man said on my stream 4 days ago he was booking his ticket to Istanbul.
Let's go! Come on!
All right, what's he saying now?
Benzema. Oh, look at this 1-2, so easy, and Liverpool are 4-2 down. Liverpool are 4-2 down, and it's Karim Benzema. 54 minutes. These fucking defenders cannot play football. These defenders cannot defend to save their life. Look at Fabinho losing the ball as well. Oh my God, here we go. Counter-attack. Vinicius Jr. played into Karim Benzema. And Liverpool are 5-2 down. Liverpool are 5-2 down at Anfield. Fuck this. Fuck this.
Look at the pain. Look at the pain. Listen, Sam's my guy. I like him. Get on with him. Great. But it couldn't have happened to a more cocky bunch of sons of guns. It couldn't have done, because this was a team that at the start of every season, 12 points guaranteed against Arsenal and Man United. We're going nowhere. Best manager in the world. Best run club in the world. And just look where they are now. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Let's take a look here at the Anfield agenda and what Craig's got to say.
Who to start venting my anger at first? I'm genuinely just...
He doesn't even know who to be at. That's when you know things are bad at your football club. When you no longer know who you're meant to be angry with.
Baffled. I'm baffled as to trying to figure out how that first 15 minutes turned into that. I'm honestly bewildered trying to figure.
I promise, like, and even it's been a weird these past few months, and knowing out.
Let's start off by going back to the team selection, and I don't really have any qualms about the team selection. The team got results recently. He's gone with an unchanged 11, and we started off brilliantly. Darwin Núñez scores a wonderful goal, and of course Mohamed Salah was gifted to us by Thibaut Courtois. This fixture feels like it's jinxed for goalkeepers. And then it's a moment of magic from Vinny Jr. And look, it was a great goal. The first goal, you can talk about maybe, I think it was Gomez and Fabinho could have closed them down a little bit sooner, but ultimately it was just a moment of magic for the young man. And then the second one, the real dagger, was just a mistake from Alisson Becker. And, you know, I'm not going to go in too hard on Alisson. He saved us many times. He's an unbelievable goalkeeper, but he has this in his game. And it's not the first, second or third time we've seen him do it. And what really annoyed me about it was Van Dijk was to his left and Gomez was to his right, and he nonchalantly just plays it against Vinny Jr. and it ends up in the net. And then from that point out, there was only one team in the game. Madrid showed why they are the reigning European champions, why they are the reigning Club World Cup champions.
Listen, I think Craig's been really honest here. And I think the thing for me when it comes to Liverpool at the moment, you know, they did really well against Everton, in my opinion. I think they did really well. They rode their luck at times, a bit against Newcastle, but they were devastating on the counter-attack. And I've kind of seen over the last couple of seasons, or where they've had bad moments, not so much last year, but the previous year where they kind of fell off a little bit. It was always the attack and midfield to a degree being criticised for a lack of creativity or converting chances. And that hasn't been great this season for Liverpool. But it's a defense that's their biggest issue. They are so open, so gettable. And I just put all of that down at Jurgen Klopp's feet, because the continuing with this high line, I'm at a point where, as a football fan, forget that I'm a Man United fan for a moment, as a football fan, I cannot for the life fathom, I cannot fathom why he keeps doing it and why Jurgen Klopp is continuously protected.
For Liverpool, did that now mean that they had turned the corner? You were cautious in your answer. Does that now feel like a resounding answer?
Yeah, it was nonsense, absolute nonsense that Liverpool back in the last 2 games. And that's why I was cautious before the game.
Well, Jamie's very honest there, you know. I think that it's a question you ask, a Liverpool turn a corner, a Liverpool back. Every Liverpool fan, barring Tom Little on the football terrace, said either yes, we are to either 100% or I think we're on the way to being there. The game against Madrid has shown them that you just had 2 good results out the blue.
Played against an Everton team, one of the worst performances I've seen in a derby game from an Everton team who did nothing. I was at the Newcastle game as well. Newcastle with 10 men created chances. And if Newcastle had 11 men on the game, they'd have got back to 2-2. I'm convinced of that because Liverpool right now, I'm not right now.
That is damning. But again, hindsight's a lucrative commodity, but I think Jamie Carragher is absolutely spot on in what he said there.
All season, as I said before, have been an absolute shambles defensively.
And do you know what? I'm glad Jamie Carragher called this out because I see a lot of Liverpool fans always talk about injury problems. This year, if you just go back through your fixtures and look who started games, you've had many games where your better players have been starting, your worst players have been starting. The results, or the performances at the very least, always end up being in and around the same. And the big question is this Liverpool team and this cycle under Klopp coming to an end?
What?
You know,
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Erik ten Hag said it best when he said that eras come to an end, and that Liverpool team's era is at an end. An absolute demolition job in the Champions League by Real Madrid tonight cannot be overlooked in what has been a ridiculously poor season for Liverpool. What next? Well, we'll discuss that, but ultimately, if anybody is floundering or struggling with Liverpool's demise, look at where you were last season. A quadruple was on, 3 cup finals and a last day chance to win the league. Yes, Man City won the league. Yes, Real Madrid beat them in the Champions League, but that was a team firing on all 4 cylinders.
But that's where the question comes in. I think Goldbridge is right. This team has come to the end of its cycle. There needs to be 5 or 6 new players in this starting lineup. 5 or 6 new players in, which is half a team. It needs to be recycled. Some may say Jurgen Klopp has earned the right to do the rebuild. But this team haven't aged out this badly in 9 months. This team hasn't gone from being almost the greatest English football team of all time to a mid-table outfit getting their worst result in European history at home in 9 months just because the players are past their best. That can't happen, in my opinion. Goldbridge is right at the end of the cycle, but there's more than just the players at issue here. I think if you sacked Klopp or Klopp walked away and another world-class manager came in, a new manager would get this team with these players purring again. Equally, I think if Jurgen Klopp went to Chelsea today, not that he would, but I'm just speaking hypotheticals, he'd get this Chelsea team within a handful of games playing very good football. I think a separation is needed. Two entities that are still very good, but together have become, the right word might not be toxic, but that's how it feels. The relationship, I think, is broken down. I want your thoughts and I want your feelings on that, people. Hit the like and the share button. Up next, take a listen to what Rory Jennings had to say. Let's take a little listen here.
We just saw at Anfield, and to do it from behind, to come from behind in the way that they did, it is exceptional. That is why they are champions. That is why everybody holds Real Madrid in such high esteem. And that is why the players at that club are the icons that they are. The reason that Karim Benzema should be held in the highest regard. And I genuinely mean this. I think that we should be talking about Karim Benzema as a true icon, a true legend of that club. And yes, I know, Di Stefano, Cristiano Ronaldo, Raul, I think it's time to put Karim Benzema in that sort of conversation. He is in that bracket. He is truly sensational. And that was such a unique game.
I love what Rory Jennings has said there, because I brought this up on the terrace last night and it kind of got laughed at a little bit. Best, greatest, legends. They're often three words that are used to talk about football players in relation to who the best is. And sometimes say, I think the greatest player ever was Lionel Messi. It was R9. It is R9. But a best and greatest, not separate to you? For me, they are. Great players and legends are kind of in one section. Best I look at as at their peak. So the way I kind of differentiate is, I think R9, for instance, at his peak, at his very best, was better than Karim Benzema. But I think Benzema is the greater player. And let me explain that before some of you get triggered, because I know right now some of you, your heads are exploding. Availability and longevity are attributes. Fitness, stamina, ability to recover from injuries, they're attributes that I don't think should be ignored. R9's peaks were massive, and very few players, maybe if any, have reached his peak. Messi, Pele, Maradona. Some people think R9's peak was clear and beyond everybody. And I don't think Karim Benzema's peak was as high as any of those players. But he's got longevity. That longevity has led to the volume of goals, being one of the highest goal scorers in La Liga's history. I think the second highest goal scorer in Real Madrid's history, who's the most decorated, most famous club. Third highest goal scorer in the Champions League. 5 Champions Leagues won, plus multiple domestic trophies. And he's 35 years of age and he's still delivering at the highest level. I think R9 was better at his peak. But I do think Karim Benzema is the greater player. Legend is a different part. So legend goes into a third category, which is often based on feelings. Who resonates more? Who is more recognizable as an icon? And again, I think R9 wins that argument. R9 could bring out a pair of football boots tomorrow. He's been retired, 10, 12 years, and they would still sell. Pele was still bringing out football boots and products 40 years after he retired, 50 years after he retired, and people were still buying it. And I think R9 is a bigger icon. I think R9 is the better player. But Benzema is greater. And I do think he's underrated. I don't think he gets the flowers that he deserves, which is why I wanted to take a little bit of time on this show just to, again, appreciate the brilliance of Karim Benzema. Viewers, do me a big, big favor and hit the like and the share button. Not big laughs from me today because I'm a little bit sick, so it hurts. So I have to hold back a little bit. But I hope you enjoyed the content. Please leave your comments below. Subscribe to the Football Terrace, and we'll see you again very, very soon. Make sure you scan the QR code as well and come follow our TikTok account. Brand new exclusive content on the way over there soon. So make sure you're signed up and ready. Take care. Goodbye. God bless. And we'll see you in a bit. Thank you.